Imagine this scene. Moses calling to the Israelite community not long after leaving Egypt and receiving the Torah at Mount Sinai to offer gifts for the construction of the Mishkan, the sanctuary. The people bring a remarkable array of precious metals, fabrics, animal skins, and stones, all from a group of people who had just fled after 400 years of slavery. This week's Parashat Terumah is about the intricately detailed procedure to construct the tabernacle by God to Moses. Exodus 25, verse 8 reads from God to Moses, "Let them construct a sanctuary for me so that I may dwell among them." The sequence of verses suggests a specific relationship, as if God had intentionally said, "If you bring me gifts, I will dwell among you." In our community, too, the presence of the divine is a function of the gifts that we bring to the community to help make it sacred. Our synagogues exist because members step forward every day with acts of generosity. Our youth groups exist not only through the temples that let us meet, but more importantly by the teenagers who willingly step up, take a position of leadership, and make everything happen. It is the gift of the self, the honoring of our generous hearts, that is the most precious resource and function of synagogue life. This week's Parsha brings us a vision of how to build a community that honors a wide range of very different individuals. The Safat Emet of the late 19th century finds in the Torah's description of the building of the Mishkan a beautiful piece of wisdom about community life. The Rebbe suggests that each person brought a unique gift to the collective effort of building the temple. Everyone contributed what they had, and the result was miraculously, beautifully, and collectively a sacred whole. In our community as well, each of us has our own perspective, our own vantage point, and our own piece of truth. A communal endeavor requires that we contribute individual offerings while also valuing the gifts that others bring, even though it can be easier to want everyone to think and act just like ourselves. Another fascinating aspect from this week's Parsha is the way in which the Israelites are told how to construct the Mishkan. Normally, when constructing a building, one begins with the outer edifice, and only once the outside structure is complete does one begin to construct the interior. But the Torah's instructions on how to build the Mishkan are completely reversed. The Israelites are told to start with the ark, the symbol of Torah, and work through various vessels until they conclude with the construction of the walls and framework. The lesson is simple. When building a home, a community, a friendship, we must place the most important things in the center and build around it. If we build everything but the inside first, there may not be any room left for our intention. Rabbi Sarah Orlo says that the act of giving must be accompanied by a volunteering heart, that is, reaching out to serve the other. When we act toward others with generosity of spirit, we create a place in our lives, which is a Mishkan, a place where God dwells within us. To me, volunteering and actively engaging in our Jewish community reflects the best of our Jewish future. It is not the easiest time to be a Jew. It never truly is. But by contributing to the community and building our relationships from the inside out, we can truly create a beautiful Mishkan for all of us. Our Torah commentary also reminds us that the name of our Parsha, Terumah, refers to a gift offering to God. But the root of Terumah means to elevate. Living a spiritual life means taking the many ordinary aspects of our life and elevating them to a higher purpose. We are living just another day in our lives unless we elevate our days with acts that raise up our fellow human being to find meaning in sacred actions. My hope is that as we continue to be together this weekend and then together with our communities at home, we remember that a community starts with the gifts of self, starts with a vision, and starts from the inside and works its way out. We must listen to each other, accept our beautiful diversity, and build a community that fills us with pride. Shabbat Shalom.